Yeah, so it's 4:20 in the morning. Let's 4:20 quiz it. Hi, Molly.
Hi, welcome back to Who's That Animorphs, now in beautiful 16:9.
Oh.
Remastered.
Oh, thank you so much, Molly, for remastering it just for us.
So good. Can we get this IMAX enhanced tomorrow night?
Yeah, it's going to be in. I hope you have your Oculus headsets ready.
Good.
Okay.
The next one's going to be in the metaverse, and you're going to be the Animorphs.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Which metaverse? The Snowbound one or the Ready Player One?
I mean, at some point they're all going to merge, right? We're going to have a metaverse singularity.
You mean like
metaverse? I can tell a person's age by which one they decide to reference.
It's a real litmus test. Okay, so you know the rules of Who's That Animorphs right now. We don't got to go over it. Does anyone on the couch want to play while we're getting the scoreboard up?
We do have multiple rooms on the scoreboard.
Come join us.
We'll give them
Matthews
a second.
Came in 2 seconds late and smoked us absolutely.
Yeah,
so, right?
No kidding. We couldn't even win with like a head start.
All right, get him in here.
I mean, do continue to show us up on the Animorphs. I prefer the competition. I want to lose honestly.
We got to be at the top of our game. That's the thing.
So
like I hit 0 yesterday, and I'll hit 0 again.
This silhouette is not an Animorph at all.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes, that's the iconic first Animorph, isn't it?
He's his name is Axe. He's a space prince and also a military commander of some kind. Again, like just from what I've gleaned from the Animorphs wiki, which is comprehensive. There was in one of the book summaries, the sort of opening scene was the kids were at a school dance, and they had brought Axe here, just because Axe basically, being from outer space is new to all human Earth child things, and just like, oh my god, an orange! And I think he eats through his feet or something, but just greeting everything anew, all these things that these kids take for granted.
Awesome. Okay.
So at the school dance, he turns into a child to blend in among the kids, and at some point has too much fun and unmorphs, and that's a problem. So sort of, your space kind of morph from orc sort of situation.
If I remember the TV show right, it's like you mostly always see like the top half of him, and then occasionally there were like tense moments where you could see like the hoofs of a real horse that had been like painted blue behind like a thing to be like, he's over there. Will they find him?
Okay. All right. Matthews has said that they are prepared to drop drop in here and
smoke us again.
Yes.
I assume. I
think they're just setting that up for broadcast. So we know that that's happening. So
I assume I will hit the 0 score again. Mainly because nobody wants to turn into the animals that I want to see.
We can never be too sure that it's not Bigfoot. Someone's got to be asking the tough questions, and that person's heavy.
I just really think that was a very big possibility, because I was really into Bigfoot in like grade 5, and that seems like what these books are aimed at. So,
I mean, enough sort of preposterous junk goes on in these books that a Bigfoot could show up.
I like the implication of Bigfoot, because you have to touch the animal to be able to morph into it, right? So it means you've been like sneaky enough not just to find Bigfoot, but also to make contact.
Bigfoot exists. That's proof. That would be amazing.
Having some plan that involves we need to pose as the Bigfoot to make John Landis look like a ding dong or whatever the law would be.
I had plans as a 5th grader to go out into the woods and find the Bigfoot with all of the spy kid gear that I could totally not get my hands on.
Full Harriet the Spy
that
vibes,
no one else would have been able to do, because I would just walked into the woods and found them. Why could no one else do such a thing? It's so easy.
I would simply go into the forest and find Bigfoot.
Yes.
What was your plan for once you found the Bigfoot? Would you try to befriend it or just take information back to the town?
I was just gonna take a photo and be like, I found Bigfoot. They're done. I proved you all wrong. That like
it's not that hard. Here he is.
I don't know why you're making such a big deal of this. It wasn't hard to do. It's like basically my biggest plan with it.
Oh my god.
I was a fun kid, I think.
That sounds a lot like
you sound fun.
Grade 5 Carrie being like, man, these scientists, they all want to know how humans evolved, but I know that humans were just created by God. And isn't it funny how I know so much more than I grew out of that particular kind of, that particular instance of pride. And I'm very happy with it.
Meanwhile, 5th grade Matthews was going to solve the lost colony in the Outer Banks of North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Heck
Yeah.
Where did Rona go?
You're going to find it and live on it by yourself.
I will find it and make it mine. I've got a flag.
That's how that works, right?
Well, now that everybody's here, let us in unison inaugurate this quiz with the title, Who's That
Animorphs? Flawless.
The rules are simple. We just have to identify the Animorphs. And we're pretty good at finding the Bigfoots and the obsolete colonies off the coast of North Carolina. So this should be a cakewalk for us. We begin in round 2. We pick up where we left off. Same as last time, multiple choice. Who's that Animorph? Is she A, a giraffe, B, a porcupine, C, a bat, or D, a retriever?
Porcupine.
Retriever.
Porcupine.
Oh no!
I want to see porcupine.
No,
So
I
I'm
want
going
her to be a giraffe. I'm going giraffe.
Okay. We have, so I heard 2 porcupines, one porcupine turned into a giraffe. It was an Animorph, even in answering the question.
So we have porcupine, retriever, porcupine, giraffe. So, was that it?
I believe so.
Everyone's got an answer in? Okay.
Okay, everybody's locked in. Then let's find out who's that Animorph.
Wait, what?
Great. All that excess arm skin.
But I thought with the blonde hair, like giraffe or retriever would make more sense.
And she looks like she's preparing for ascent of some kind.
Is this how Batman
Which
happened?
bats can't do. Bats don't. They can only glide.
They
can't
glide, yeah.
fly.
Ah,
Yeah, they can't just take off from a dead, just standing still like that, certainly.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Beautiful.
Wow, she's
So much
animorphing
better.
into data.
Animorphs got
I
great.
knew it. The singularity is upon us.
Mhm, mhm.
I guess the quiz is canceling itself because nobody got that first one right.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, what's this Animorph?
This is
She's turning into a bat and then turning into ones and
Oh, I've
zeros.
seen this. This is a missing though, right?
Oh yeah, you find them underneath the truck,
Mhm.
like red.
I
Oh, wait,
think
so
I
that
see
was
a
Mew.
bunny.
this is especially weird since
Wow.
my entire feed keeps on freezing like
There we go.
every 20 seconds or so.
Oh no.
It's been
Ah,
giving
there
me
we
a
go.
little heart attack with the bus every time it
no,
freezes.
no, no.
But
I've been looking at the preview on just the broadcast preview for the bus most of the time. It's more reliable than the bus itself.
all of my video is freezing. Like
Not your video.
Ah,
Well, you're
the-
doing a great job.
the preview is freezing, the bus is freezing.
Did you want to hand the bus off?
I mean, it's actually working. It's just
Okay.
my apparent.
she's
view of
playing on
it.
hard mode.
Yeah.
I
No
don't
It's
know.
kidding.
responding, but not telling her
So-
that it's responding.
Very
Yeah.
very hardcore gamer carry, making sure that our bus is going.
All right, let's keep
That
going.
extra challenge.
Listen,
All
I
right.
play games professionally, so you know.
I remember the number of the questions this time.
Okay.
I can't remember this boy's name. Doesn't really matter because we don't know who's that Animorph. Is he A, a rabbit, B, a lion, C, a frog, or D, a cricket?
I mean, it's kind of a giveaway.
Well, you say that,
Frog,
but I
frog.
feel like that might be misleading us.
Frog, 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 frog.
Lion.
Cricket.
Rabbit.
A full spread.
None of us want to
All
go
right.
frog.
One of us has
I
to go
went frog.
first.
I went frog.
You went frog? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going one of each. We're going the full spread. This is a very safe. It's too bad you're not playing as a team.
Yeah.
It'd be a very safe strategy. Well, then let's find out who's that animal.
I was
Whoa.
right.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
A terrible
not look like
insect
a cricket.
thing has occurred.
No, and it
It-
doesn't look like the belt. Okay, I always when the belt disappears and when the hands disappear, those are the turning points for me.
Morph yourself into a cricket and turn yourself into blathers.
His
Do you
mouth.
have-
What is his mouth doing on the way between poses?
It's growing like a
This is-
mustache.
I had the
and
option
then not.
in the HD remaster of Who's That Animorph to make these images really big, and I only made them kind of big.
Aw.
Kind of felt like
Maybe
a
we
decent
didn't
thing
want to
to
look
do.
too closely.
No.
Great.
This is Marco, apparently, according to
That
the
is-
cover of this book.
That is quite the sacrifice.
Yep. Definitely making a sacrifice
Wow.
there.
Grind me into cricket flour and put me in your protein shakes.
Mommy.
Ugh.
Okay. Question number 3. We've seen her already. We saw her in question 1.
Oh.
But
yeah.
now, who's that Animorph? Is she A, a chicken, B, a llama, C, a donkey, or D, a mouse?
I think mouse because she's going to stay within a certain family of
Mm.
weird
Mm.
rodentia.
Mm.
Yeah, I think mouse seems good.
I was thinking mouse, but I really want to see her turn into a llama, so I'm gonna say llama.
Chicken.
I like Carrie's strategy of aspirational quiz picking.
Mhm, mhm.
I mean, I haven't yet
To
really
manifest
found a
it.
solid way to guess, so
Yeah, I know,
Found
right?
a
We're
solid
kind of all
guessing
over the
metric.
place.
The only way to have a solid hit rate is to have read the Animorphs books, seemingly.
yeah, fair.
Well, then let's find out. Who's that Animorph? Yoink. The knees have to
Mouse.
reverse direction. That's very
The
spicy.
pants stayed on
Ooh.
for a very long time.
Ooh,
The legs having to slide back.
yeah,
Scratch.
backwards knees is unpleasant as it happens.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
really wanted to see her neck get long.
I thought the tail would pop in a lot sooner.
Yeah.
Usually
yeah.
does, right? Usually get a full-fledged tail by like the middle.
It's going to be, I guess, by stage 3 in the book. She's got a tail.
Yeah.
Is there
Great.
the knees are so upsetting.
These are
Yeah.
not okay.
Yeah, those knees are bending really at a bad angle.
In the book, is this a painful process for these children, or
I think so. I'm pretty sure it
Oh.
is pretty painful. Like Majora's Mask, I'm taking off the mask painful.
Getting
What?
sort of mixed response in chat as to whether or not this is a painful. It's uncomfortable, but so
Oh,
is
well.
puberty, so it's all kind of comes out in the wash.
Yeah.
I'm sure doing it in front of a mirror is uncomfortable too. So yeah.
I don't know if I could do this in front of a mirror.
No, or in front of a lover.
Oh, definitely not then.
Imagine
I
you're
would be
having a hot date and I need to tell you something, honey. I'm
You
an
pet a
animal.
dog and then turn into that dog. And I would be concerned about getting stuck in one of these intermediary stages.
Well,
Yeah.
Like, what if
apparently
she gets just stuck as number 2?
right?
Ugh.
Join the circus.
Start cosplaying as Gadget from the.
I mean,
Yeah,
My
Roxanne from the
problem-
Goofy movie.
with
Yeah.
getting stuck in some of these other stages is less like the weird mid transformation going on and more like I'm gonna lose like a good 3 to 4 inches of height that I already don't want to give up.
You're not concerned about what are my bones doing now? Like
Well,
still have
My
knees
knees
or
have
don't
to
I?
reverse
Like,
a
direction.
little bit, but my main concern is can I reach the top shelf
no, okay.
first,
Fair enough.
and then survival of my kneecaps.
I mean, that maybe depends on how much of the climbing instincts of the mouse you've gotten.
Fair,
if you're
fair.
partway in, maybe you're better at climbing.
Yeah, that might be okay.
Those
Sort of
buggers
predator
can
detection
scuttle.
instincts. Yeah. And then, like, how do you befriend other mice? I don't know. So many questions. Maybe we should just read the books.
Yeah. Seems good.
Question number 4. Who's that Animorph? Is she A, a butterfly, B, a panda, C, a peacock, or D, a kangaroo?
How would you justify a panda?
She's a panda.
Yeah, zoo.
Got to break into the zoo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
panda it is. Yeah, okay.
I mean, for most of these, a zoo. I'm going butterfly. Flying high in the sky.
Just going off the color.
I think kangaroo.
Sometimes you just gotta lick a panda.
I just figure I find a lot of bugs and be able to transform into them very easily.
Right, you need to be able to touch the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got
Oh.
like 2 hours, right? Like, so it's got to be nearby, which means for a panda, a peacock, and a kangaroo, you're either in Australia or a zoo.
Oh,
You found
no.
that logic
at
is
some-
a good way to guess. Okay.
At some point, a gal touched an anteater, though. Like,
I know, I don't understand it, but
horse,
it
I
can
understand, but
happen.
giant squid?
They
Yeah.
were clearly swimming.
I'm gonna
in
stick
the
with
ocean.
panda. I'm sticking with panda.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we have panda. There's a kangaroo in there. Heather's going butterfly.
Yep.
How a couple pandas? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's
I
2
panda.
pandas.
As long as you know what you answer.
Yeah. We're not gonna lie
but-
about this.
Yeah. Chat's watching.
VST's recording this. They'll catch us.
Constant vigilance. And the VST has noted who got correct in each round. I noticed yesterday. So
Great.
Oh
thank you.
wow.
Wow.
Ooh.
If there's ever a dispute about the scores. Anyway, who's bad Animorph?
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Oh, the tail
Ooh.
ones are always so disturbing. It's like this
I
weird
like-
thing coming out of their butt.
I like how long she gets to keep her plaid though, right there on her tummy.
Yeah.
Oh,
And her
yeah.
posture
It's
doesn't
around for
change.
so long.
In a while.
Yeah. For a moment, we get to see a kangaroo in a plaid shirt.
Uh-huh.
All right, so the series takes place in Australia, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, how would one touch panda or kangaroo? How does one just encounter that as a suburban child?
Yeah. No, I feel
Break
you.
into a zoo.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Yes.
correct
Zoo
in
heist.
assuming they have to live regular lives as children and go to school and things. It's not like there's some elite SEAL team of morphing children.
I feel like once you get to a certain point, it's like, okay, I can change into a mouse, so now I'll just use my mouse abilities to get into the zoo,
To
so that I can go
get
find a
to us,
kangaroo,
yeah.
and then turn myself back into a child. And while the kangaroo is startled, I will touch it and then turn into it.
Sorry,
Chad
this
is saying that they broke into the zoo almost constantly.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm like, really? Like, how? I mean, I've never broken into a zoo before. Other places, sure, maybe, but not that you can prove. But like, how zoos have locks on them to keep animals in and people out at all stages. So
Yeah, but they're only as robust as they need to be for the animal in question. So like a kangaroo cage maybe has really broad, bars or something.
Oh yeah.
The kangaroo enclosure, I should say. They don't keep them in like
Yeah,
a
but-
little dog crate
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
The
that's
Wanting,
tree.
fair.
like a bat or something. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking about, like, if this kangaroo has seen The Thing, then it's probably terrified the moment that this child emerges from a mouse and then touches it and turns into it. And it's like, oh, I see. We're going the Kurt Russell route, I think.
I
Okay,
also
great.
saw someone said that they keep the morph. They
They
just can only
remember it.
do. Yeah, they remember it. So, just like,
Mm.
do you have a morphodex? Like, it's just like I'm like I have an amount that I can't. I have to forget one if
Is
I'm
there a
gonna
limit?
include a new one, or do I get like all of them forever?
Yeah, do I learn surf or like what happens here?
Okay, team, we're gonna shoplift from this Target. What morphs we got? Well, I can be a penguin.
I could be a rhinoceros. we might
why,
need that.
Like, if you can have all the morphs just kind of at command, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you just break into the zoo once?
Touch
Like, why
everything.
keep breaking into the zoo?
Just
And
licking
just
them off.
high five every animal. Yeah.
You break into the zoo and you just run along slapping each animal in the face.
Hell yeah. Hell
Just-
yeah. Hell yeah.
Just go to petting zoos, any like corporate event where they hire an animal.
Just
Like,
dive
yes, I'll
in
have
the
the owl
aquarium.
land on-
Yeah.
Can I have like some different morph colors? Like I can be like a brown goat and a white goat.
Oh,
Mm.
that's good.
Only if you touch both goats.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the rules.
I mean, that seems reasonable.
So I'm gonna touch a bunch of different cats so that I
Oh,
can
that's
be
good.
any kind of colored cat I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then
Whenever
hang out
mood
with other
strikes.
You,
cats.
you can change into a
'Cause-
goat and reenact that scene in Stardust.
I don't want to do that. I
'Cause
like
there's-
Stardust, but I don't want to reenact that.
Going off of our conversation about cafes earlier, nothing would be more on brand than Heather sitting in a cafe, turning into a cat, and then cleaning her butthole with her mouth, just to irritate the person next to her.
With intense eye contact.
Yeah.
Oh my
that-
god.
Oh,
that's-
absolutely. If I'm gonna do a thing like that, you bet there's gonna be eye contact.
The terrified look in the
For not just the cleaning, but for the morph ability happening.
I
as
just
well.
want to capture that as a crap shot if we can find out how to do morphs. We should just try to do that.
Just to
That's-
flash a light, and then Baxter sitting there looking terrified.
All right, next question, please.
So many of you would be able to anamorph into Baxter. That would be amazing. Anyway, who's that anamorph? Is she a lioness, a spider, an ostrich, or an elephant?
Mm.
Elephant.
Lioness.
Spider.
Spider'd be so cool.
I'm gonna suggest that Molly wouldn't choose a spider because she wouldn't show a spider on screen.
Mm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
As my logical point, I'm gonna go with an ostrich.
So we're all locked in. We got
Lion.
lioness. You're trusting that I wouldn't put a spider in there?
Yeah, I'm trusting you wouldn't show a spider on screen.
Not without warning, I suppose, but it's not up to me. It's up to the author of the Animorphs book.
I see.
Can I change my answer?
Always.
All right. I think Heather's right. You would have to give some kind of warning.
About a spider.
Ostrich.
So we have a couple lionesses and an ostrich in the
And an
bunch?
elephant. Yeah.
And okay. So everything but spider. Oh no.
Nice.
So
Can't wait.
elephant's been wiped from the board.
Yeah. Well, shit. Bus.
Bus. Come on. Come back.
Oh, no.
I made it
Perfect.
worse.
Oh no.
Great.
think you know what?
Sean's
This just
just
means
pushed
it is a
there we
spider
go.
and she's censoring it.
All right. Let's see it before it does it again.
Sean's just wiping the bug splats off of my PowerPoint.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. Well, then let's find out who's that animal.
Yes.
This is one of my favorites.
Wow.
So good.
That's good.
The flower print
Mm.
on the dress is really what sells me on this.
It's just kind of, it almost like kind of merges together to make gray out of all the polka dots.
I think I really like form 3 of this.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
that dress
Yeah.
and put it on one of my elephant villagers.
The
Yeah,
face
you probably
goes
do that.
haywire immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like form 3.
Oh my god.
Form 3 is like distinctly not human enough to be unsettling.
I think I
In a
fought
weird
that
way.
thing in Hades. It was in Elysium.
And Form 2 looks like, a non-human character class in like WoW or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
can play as just a slightly elephantine.
Red.
Tusks almost immediately, too. Delicious. Okay, next. Cassie's back. This one's Cassie, I guess.
Good
What
power
a
pose.
pose.
Good old Cassie with her power posing.
Okay.
And her vest. So let's find
Okay.
out who's that Animorph. Is she A, a buffalo, B, a T-Rex, C, a gecko, or D, a falcon?
So if you touch like a dinosaur bone, you can turn into a dinosaur. Is that?
That's what I'm wondering.
Anything's possible in the
I'm
Animorph
picking
universe.
T-Rex because I gotta see this.
I'm
I
going
gotta know if that's
T-Rex.
possible.
Want it to be a T-Rex?
Needs to be T-Rex.
I'm gonna go with gecko.
I'm going aspirational. I want a T-Rex so badly.
Manifest it. Just bring it into being.
I mean, if I could turn into a T-Rex, I'd be power posing like that all the time too.
Right?
I'm just not trusting it.
And then changing into a T-Rex at Starbucks and cleaning yourself just to spite the barista.
Burst out the sides.
After I got the cup in my hand, because I want to be able to keep it.
Right.
As soon as they call your name.
Yep.
Well, then with answers locked in, let's find out who's that Animorph.
Come on, big head, tiny little arms.
What?
Buffalo. Huh.
Wow.
Well, fine. Okay.
The legs maintain their position
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much entirely.
They don't. The knees go like they do the backwards thing, but it's not as startling as the mouse one was with the backwards knees.
I think because they don't have to get smaller at the same time.
Yeah.
Now that's
Yeah.
is that a water buffalo or a proper buffalo? Like, or I'm seeing, sorry, a land buffalo, bison, I guess.
I think it's not of this continent. I think it's like an Asian buffalo or something.
Yeah.
The wiki was very specific about this. Yeah, and I think this one, the mouse one, involves sort of your face squishing your bottom, like
Yeah.
squishing your arms, which this one
Mm.
doesn't.
Yeah, this involves inflating your body by quite a bit. There's just lots of hollow space in there.
Yeah,
Inflating that head.
the hair turning into horns is really
Turning into horns.
it's art. Question number 7: Who's that Animorph? Is
How
it
many-
A, a hummingbird, B, an octopus, C, a jellyfish, or D, a bee?
I have to give you props for not putting B. But it is going to be difficult
I have some
when,
restraint.
when I pick B.
Oh, B or which?
Aha, see, I'm hedging my bets. I picked
Yeah.
B.
I think this looks like a
Any
hummingbird.
other smart Alex in the quiz?
I feel like he looks like he's about to make his arms move really fast. So, hummingbird. seems right.
Solid logic.
I think
Matthews,
I'm gonna go. Yeah, hummingbird.
The last water creature thing they had, it was very obvious the person was already underwater.
Mm-hmm.
But I still want to see a jellyfish, so I'm gonna go with jellyfish.
Now, Beach, I'm going to put your feet to the fire. Do you mean the letter B or the word B?
I mean the insect bee.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate because the yellow of the shirt, I assume.
Just because it kind of looks like he's partially in flight anyway, so.
Could just be on a trampoline. He is, after all, a child. But when he's not a child, he's a witch, animal.
A bee.
A giant bee.
Golly.
Because a child.
Oh my goodness, he gets extra kind of like human arms for a second, and then they turn into insect arms.
Very
He
unpleasant.
sure does, doesn't he?
Oh my god.
They are human.
Oh no.
Those are humanoid arms.
Because they have sleeves.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, until they turn not human. That's disturbing.
And what appears to be a 6-pack on the way over.
You're right.
Is this an If They Mated with the Bee movie? Does he star in the sequel?
I've certainly seen some B movie fan art that looks not dissimilar to this.
Yeah, this might be the most terrifying one.
Unsettling. Just unsettling.
It's art. What's happening?
The arms.
Yeah, look at those 6-pack abs.
You don't have abs on your obliques. Like. Oh,
no, you
God.
have abs on your thorax, obviously.
Wait, what does that say? This is your brain. This is your brain with a
Yerk.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Remember when you used to have those commercials on the air?
No, I know the commercial reference. I just
But hey, then we're gonna use that for the front of a book that'll be around forever.
The Yerks are there's that sort of centaur boy I was telling you about, little cinnamon roll. The Yerks are the antagonizing force to that race of people. The blue centaur people. But also just you could wipe that all out of your brain and just enjoy the word Yerk. Okay, question number 8. Who's that Animorph?
This boy is transforming into an old man.
This little cane pops out of his hand.
Yeah.
Human adult.
Well,
or like a walker or something.
Does he turn into an armadillo, a chimpanzee, a bee, or a human adult?
I'm gonna say B again.
I'm definitely going with the human adult.
Oh, geez, human adult is an option. Okay, yeah, I'll go for that.
I'm gonna say chimp.
Yeah, I'm saying chimp as well, actually.
Because I don't think there would be a second bee. Please let there not be a second bee.
Oh my goodness, that would be a good fake out.
Heather, what was your pick?
I'm going with the human adult because I want horrific things to happen, I guess.
Just he goes through puberty. He touches another human adult, I guess. Transforms into him. Okay, well then let's find out who's that Animorph. I think actually
It's
that's a fly.
another
I've misled
bee?
you.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Even so.
I think that's a negative point for Molly.
Yeah, I wish I'd gone with B though, but whatever.
I'll get them this time. I won't put the option on the board.
His legs divide.
Yeah, I should have read the wiki a little more comprehensively.
At least he doesn't grow little human arms.
I got thrown by the yellow of the cover, I suppose.
He might if he was at a
wonderful.
slightly different angle, and I don't know if that makes it worse or better.
Now he's one of them.
This is probably David.
And you know what I've just noticed is he's smiling in this photo.
Oh
but then
yeah.
He's very serious in this one.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, oh no,
Oh,
I turned into a fly.
I'm being
That's no
told this
fun.
is Jake. All right, well, whatever.
Oh, poor Jake.
I'm largely uninterested in the names of these children.
Jake is sad that I whiffed this round on his behalf.
I'm only interested in the horrors that they contain. Oh God!
Someone's
And on
found a
that
water
note-
slide.
Our
Flying
final question
squirrel.
for this round.
Shark.
Eel.
Who? Oh, nice.
We're not even gonna let Molly read the question.
Sorry, we're so excited.
I mean, you can read. Just for the benefit of chat. Is this
Yeah.
Animorph a flying squirrel, an eel, a shark, or a falcon?
Windmill Sman Mamonga.
Eel.
Eel.
Shark.
Is that 3 eels and 1 shark?
And a flying squirrel.
2 eels.
And a flying squirrel. Okay,
3
excellent,
eels?
perfect.
Yeah, sure. Numbers.
Well then, let's find out. Who's that Animorph? Yeah.
Ah,
Whoa.
wow.
Did I ever tell you about the time I turned into a hammerhead shark?
Oh, it's kind of.
Yeah.
I went down the water
Yeah.
slide and came out a shark, and I don't know.
Why do the arms go away
Oh, he's got
and the
sleeves
fins
again.
come out?
And one of his butt cheeks turns into a fin.
Yeah,
Just one of them.
just one.
It's
And his head turns into a suitcase.
That's good. I like that.
And that's him diving off of a boat into the water, I guess. How does one touch a hammerhead shark?
You go
Quickly.
on one of those tours
You
where
lick it.
you get in the cage and they chum the water.
there's fish touching things you can do.
Yeah, fish touching.
Yeah, someone in chat is saying that they all have a shark morph, which I guess makes sense. If you have access to a shark, you're going to invite over all your Animorphs
Like
and
I
friends
said, you
to
only
touch
need
it.
to break into that zoo once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken pox party. Come on, guys. We're
Yeah.
all gonna get infected with shark.
Hey, everyone,
We're all going to touch this chicken and then we can turn into a chicken.
Because I'm assuming that all the people who can morph know the other people can morph, and they're just like, hey, I'm planning to break into the zoo tonight. You want to come pick up a couple extra morphs that you maybe missed last time?
How
It's like a panty raid, but for
I
for
find
morphs.
it super weird that
Oh,
I find great thing, but I find it super weird that I see, you know, if I worked at a zoo as like a night manager, whatever, or a janitor or whatever, and I'm mopping up some stuff, and I see 6 school children where they're not in the middle of the lion cage, and they all are standing there with they go and they all like put their hands on the lion's head, or they walk into they walk into one of the bird exhibits and they all like all put their hands out and all touch the bird at the same time. They're all standing there and they'll kind of look at each other and like nod their heads and then put it down and then walk out simultaneously to the next exhibit and all pick up the same thing again and all look at each other and nod their heads and walk out while they're cataloging. I'm like, no, I'm not throwing them out. They can do whatever they want. They have a
How long do you need to touch the animals for? Like, is it like you just the briefest of touches, or like you gotta have your hand on them for like 5 seconds?
Like the giver. You just got to really commune with them for a second.
Because at that point you join some weird animal prayer group so that you can all like
Yeah.
touch and pray over it.
Just a tent revival, but you're baptizing sharks.
I think this is how the Satanic Panic started.
I want to see
Oh,
like the one moment that the night watch person like walks in and they notice, and you're, you know, the group of 6 children standing around the lion, all touching the lion, and they look up and they see the night watchman and they're shocked and they're startled and they also turn into lions. And then you're just like, how do I explain this?
which one's the original lion? I forgot.
Right.
Tell.
scatter.
Chase it.
And then what a weird experience for the lion.
Then,
look
because then
around
what
and
happens
suddenly
is the night watchman is like, he's like, and he walks up to the lion and he puts his hand on the lion and he's like,
Is it gonna?
gets all down on all fours and he's like, meow.
Did
And
it
then he
work?
feels silly because he's like, oh, it didn't work. But he, you know, because that's what you would assume. I guess if I just touch a lion, maybe I get to turn into one.
Yeah, magic
Yeah.
lion, obviously.
Good quiz.
Well, that was, Beach. I think Beach came first in that one with a close second by Matthews. Excellent work, everybody.
I got on the board.
all right.
I got a
Yeah,
cricket.
everybody got
Woo!
points
That's
this time.
creepy.
And I got a -1.
Molly
How
fell
many
off
was
the
it?
board.
But
Yeah.
you have like a positive zillion for making the quiz in the first place, so you know.
Okay.
I cannot wait to see Animorphs content somehow show up in a panelist question someday. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I just gotta point Kathleen at that wiki, and the jokes will write themselves. Just
You're great at
vacuum up that
euphemia.
information.
Used to be able to turn
You're
into an
great at
animal.
euphemia as an animal.
Yeah,
No, it should be morphemia, surely.
yeah, that's good.